Hello. Here's a One Piece stream today. Do you remember that we do these things? For we do. We do indeed. I guess it's only been a week. Did we last week? I forget. What happened? What was happening last Thursday? I feel like that wasn't that long ago. I feel like we had one last week, and it's just been like kind of weird because the 18th, yeah. It was a really short chapter last week, or it was really, I don't know, quick chapter last week, so. You know, it's all over the place for that and stuff. But we got one more chapter this year. I know that New Year's is always weird because it's like, oh, the magazine is on break, but somehow the scans are still able to come out. I don't know how that works. I don't know how they still get the scans if the actual magazine doesn't come out for another week. So then it's all kind of weird. A little loosey-goosey around this time of the year. And I've never really had to deal with that. Content-wise, I don't think I was ever making videos during a New Year's time, and well, I guess last year. Well, last year I was in Florida this week, so I wasn't making one last time. But you know, if I scroll all the way back, when did I post that? Wait, what? When did I post that? My goodness. Some of these things, I'm like, oh man, like the Saw video was a year ago. That's crazy to think, man. Yeah, oh my gosh, did I not? Whoa. I didn't realize I had that much of a gap. So from 32 to 37? Maybe I posted those. I don't know. From what I'm looking at, like, I didn't do 33, 34, 35, or 36. So I had a big old amount of time where I wasn't. I don't believe that. It says that my first stream was on the 25th of January, which I don't believe. I think I was doing them before that. I must have just not posted it to Discord. That's my purveying theory, at least. That's at least my purveying theory. What's that noise? I don't know. How bad is the guard gate, whatever it's called. I haven't been using the other thing. It's so weird. The monitor makes it so weird sometimes. It's so odd. It's a bit of an oddity sometimes, but it's fine. We'll live. We will live through all these things. Oh my goodness. That's why I don't do morning streams, because I'm too tired and a little not a little. I didn't even drink a lot. I drank like 2.5 shots yesterday worth of anything, and I've woken up with a big old headache. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. I do declare. But hey, last one of the year though. It's been a very, very fun year doing these, regardless of the chats and whatever. You know, sometimes the people in chats, sometimes there's not. Hopefully, I'll have good stream quality though, because I switched internet providers. Speaking of which, I should probably call them today, see if they're open, so I can cancel my last one. I'll see if I can remember to do that or not today. But yeah, no, it's been a fun year doing these. A lot more relaxing than actually having to make a video and talk to the camera every single week. That was exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. I can't believe I kept that up as long as I did, which was not very long. I ain't got the energy for that anymore. I only got the energy to stream these and then not think about them afterwards. We're at that point. But the past year has been a lot of fun. Been one of the highlights of this channel for sure. I've done a lot of things on this channel this past year. I've done these One Piece streams. I've, put out a lot of fun videos, some One Piece videos, some gaming videos that I'm really proud of. I still have a lot of ideas, in my head. I got a lot of shorts out this year. I got a lot of the backlog done, a lot of the 2022 backlog at least. But there's still more backlog to do. I've still got some old stuff that is embarrassing that I have not done yet. Which I will continue to work on next year. But hopefully I'm close to being I'm done making new gaming videos. For now, at least. Because I still have just so much old gaming videos to do. Maybe I'll get back to actually doing that in the future. But for now we're good. Because we got One Piece videos, which I have ideas for. And I'm going to make another one of those, recap videos too that I did for 2024. Because that was fun. So I got a PowerPoint presentation to make. And I think I have my list figured out already on what I'm going to do with all that, but I don't know. It'll be fun. We'll see. Hopefully I'll get it out this next coming month. That's the plan, at least, is to get it out in the next coming month. In January. But it might take till February. Because I'm a lazy boy. I'm a lazy boy. And also, I have some very, very big things coming up in late January or early February. You might not see it till early February. So, we'll see on that. I probably upload that. But we'll see. But it's been exactly 10 minutes now. So let's go ahead and get into it. Last week, Mr. Harald, he's going a little cuckoo. He's kind of hitting the emu juices a little too much right now. He's kind of been taken over. It's so sad. So now he's like, Loki, you gotta get that fruit in you. You gotta get Ragnar too. That's the only thing that can stop me, apparently. Now people are saying that the Ragnar and the fruit are the same thing. I don't know about that. I think they're two different things, probably. I don't know if the thing in the chest is the gum fruit or it's going to be a new cool fruit. I would like to see a new cool fruit. I would like to see an evolution of, now, because we know, where, the heights of, an importance of his fruit is, so I want to see, some fruits that are, on a similar level. I want to see some new fruits. I want to see more ancient zone, not ancient, you know, divine zones, as I'm sure they could be called. You know, I'm not one to like be like, oh, the Ragnarok fruit or something. I don't know. I don't care about predicting things. At least long term. Crazy that all of the God Valley predictions are just gone. No more of that. No more. No more theories or predictions about that. It's kind of sad. But it is what it is. I mean, we don't know what happened to Teach still, but we'll find out eventually. Probably not in this arc, though. Probably in another arc. Is Blackbeard going to come to Elbaph? I don't know. It makes sense. Since, his whole Rock's whole master plan had to do with Elbaph. So you think that Blackbeard would have something to do with that. But I think that he's busy at Mary Joie. I know people are like, oh, the revolutionaries are attacking Mary Joie. And I'm like, no, Blackbeard is definitely doing that right now. But let's get into it. Chapter 1170, contradictions. Ooh, I love contradictions, I do declare. And then I was just talking about how he likes Amy Winehouse. Good for you. Cover story. 420. Oda, you can't put that in your children's comic. You can't talk about 420. Also, I don't know if my voice is back or not, technically. I mean, maybe this is just the morningness. I'm feeling like actually stuffy, but like my actual voice itself, it's better than it has been on other times. I've been not sleeping with my dogs recently. Hopefully that's helping. But Jinbei is a ticket flark for an ill train. Okay, cool. Who cares? I like little Luffy. Little Nami. Still a big Robin somehow, though. Little Chopper. Chopper! Where's Chopper? I don't know where Chopper is. That's an eel? I mean, that looks like just like a whale. I mean, eels are supposed to be like... Did he drop the ball on this? Does Oda know what an eel is? I think the vision is that, like, the eel train is like a long thing. Like, it's like a subway because it's a big, long animal. Okay, I see in the back that it's big and long. You just can't really tell from right here. Okay, you can tell from the back. Okay, he kind of gets it, but also, I don't know. And they just serve lunch on it. What a weird... Japan, what a interesting land. Glorious Nippon, what a land. What a queer land. All right, though, but we got Loki hanging out with Ragnar now, trying to grab him. Seems like Ragnar has a mind of its own. Why? Under what context? Is it just new magic stuff? Is it a devil fruit? Is it just weird Elbaph stuff that just wasn't important until right now? I don't know. Is the fact that it can pick itself up a reason why Usopp will be able to pick this thing up? It's been a long prediction for a while that might happen, and it looks like it might happen. I feel pretty confident that Usopp is going to pick up the Usopp hammer. I feel like it's too. It would be such a good callback to Alabasta and Thriller Bark because that's just what he did. And then this being Usopp important, this arc being important to Usopp, it would make sense. But we'll see. But Ragnar is flying around, knocked Loki over. Loki's angry. Bastard! He's got his other hammer out. Who threw that hammer? Come on out! There's got to be someone here. Whatever I have to eat the devil fruit. Is he going to come back? Is he coming back? Ooh, it's coming out. It's coming back. Wait. Whoa, you got to be kidding me. There's no way it's that heavy. Or did it? Oh, it's breaking the entire ground. The hell is going on? Is this decrepit old castle just falling apart? Your efforts are futile, Loki. Generations of rulers have watched over that devil fruit. Yet for centuries, it has gone uneaten. Oh, this is cool. So Ragnar was protecting it the whole time? That's really cool. Not by choice, but because no one could eat it. Oh boy. Ragnar simply hasn't deemed anyone worthy. Huh? No. We know it's empty. We know it's empty. We know it's empty. We know it's empty. We know he has it, and we know it's empty. First, I was like, Usopp gonna get the cool devil fruit actually, because he's gonna be worthy. Possibly, he shouldn't be worthy. But for the meme, you know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes, though. We'll see if Loki can get it. We'll see if Loki can get it, you know. But with my current strength. But they're still giving them big old Conqueror's Haki slashes over here. What's up? This is a good chapter. Well, right now we got Loki running away from Ragnar. Ragnar is being silly. And he's like, ooh, anyone deemed worthy can get it. The only reason it hasn't been eaten is because Ragnar's been a bit of a guard dog over here, you know? So that's what's been going on with Ragnar, you know? Is there still a chance that Usopp might pick up Ragnar because Usopp is worthy? And that's the only reason that it can be picked. Like, no one can pick it up. Not even Loki can pick it up, apparently. So, right now. I mean, he obviously does in the future, so we know that he does. So, you know, it could be a good thing for Usopp. Do I think that Usopp's going to get this powerful devil fruit? No, I think Loki's eating this fruit by now. I had a good Christmas. I hope your Christmas was splendid as well. But right now, we got one more. We got one more chapter. We got one more One Piece chapter. But they just did some Conqueror's Haki on his leg. We will see if that does anything. Those wounds are already causing him a lot of pain. His healing abilities are struggling to keep up. Okay. Don't let up, and he'll eventually be driven into a corner. Folks like him are weak to Conqueror's Haki coating. Conqueror's Haki coating? Okay. Gabon! You dare oppose me? Okay, good. Scopper Gabon, number three over here. You bet we can't let you run wild just because you've gone crazy? Come on, you're familiar with the weaknesses of the Knights of God? I can't remember how many times they tried to take you back. Oh, that's a good lore. Oh, that's cool. So they were just Garling, that's not good. You kept trying to fight him over and over, and you couldn't do it. 1171. I don't know. It's weird. I was under the impression that like Viz wasn't even getting this chapter this week. Like Viz isn't going to get this chapter like an official until next week. So it's technically on break, but not really. And then I don't know. The last week of the year is always weird with the release of things. It's always a little odd on when things are gotten before and after things. But I can't remember how many times they tried to take you back. My goodness gracious. That red-haired boy. We know you have him. He looks just like our captain's son. Hand him over. Well, those just look like Cypherpole agents over there. Back then, I'd slice them up and we'd send them packing. Oh, yeah, that Summers guy did mention something like that. Oh, my gosh. So, the Summers thing was off screen. The reason they know each other is because, oh, my gosh. So, Garling must have been like, Summers, go get my kid. And he's like, okay. And he tries to get the kid. He's like, I got beat the fuck up. I'm coming back. And then Garling's like, get your ass back down to the water and get my son. And he's like, I can't do it. This Scopper Gabon, he's too strong for me. You should come and help me, Garling, maybe. And he was like, no, I'm busy upstairs. I don't want to go downstairs anymore. Yep, I haven't spoiled yet. But we'll see. Those were the days. Frankly, Frankly, it's surprising that a fighting force like that originates from the Holy Land. Most celestial dragons are useless. That's why we've been saying this whole time, Garling. Are you going to tell us why? Those guys consider themselves divine, living sedentary lives and keeping well clear of our world. Meanwhile, my life's always giving me the chills. You can call that fate. Okay. I do like Chopper more than Rayleigh personally, but, to each their own. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's a struggle to enjoy some of these things right now because I've been reading some Berserk. I've been on the Berserk train for the past couple weeks. So coming back to One Piece is kind of a fucking shell shock of like, this is how things are actually. But I'm not on screen endorsing or telling people to go read Berserk. I can't in a good conscience do that, but it is very, very good. Oh, it is very, very good. Don't worry about that. Don't say that kind of looks like anything from Berserk, because Miura is 10 times better artist than Oda. 20 times better. Berserk is so good. So good. It's making me like rethink stuff, Seeing like Harald going and like slashing at people, and then people just like flying out in whirlwinds, when I'm used to watching Guts like do the same types of attacks, except he's decapitating 20 people with extreme viscera and gore everywhere in extreme detail, and it's the most beautiful gosh darn thing you've ever seen. And then coming back to this, it's just like, what are we doing here? I don't know. Berserk. That's a good manga. That's a good manga right there. I'll tell you what. It's quite intense, though. So coming back to this a little I still love One Piece, though. We're just messing around. Gabon, I want to save Harald. But you're the one who told me how hopeless it is once someone becomes a Knight of God. I'm afraid Loki's our best bet. So they're still moving around, whacking and fighting and stuff. Don't make me repeat myself. Move it, Hammer. Who's wheezing? Is Ragnar wheezing? Is the hammer tired? Is the hammer tuckered out? So you're basically the National Treasure's guardian. How can you even move? What's going on? I am so over this. And ooh, okay. Well, there goes that hammer. Indestructible hammer. What if it's made out of a it could be made out of a poneglyph? What if that is the final road poneglyph? What if Ragnar is a poneglyph? Theorists. Oh yeah, no, the author died like 3 years ago. But he was also taking a very long time to make chapters 2. But I think that they've only made like 7 chapters. There's only like 7 new chapters, but I haven't gotten to them yet. I'm not going to read them. I'm going to stop when it stops. It's so different. You can't even compare Berserk and One Piece. They're so completely opposite ends of the spectrum on storytelling and illustrations and the way fight scenes are done and the way characters are written and the way arcs go. It's all very different. And I love Luffy, but I love Luffy because he's a never-changing person who's very simple. And I like Guts because he's a constantly evolving and changing character with a lot of introspection. There's not a lot of introspection in One Piece. The first couple of chapters are long, but then they don't get as long. Like the first arc, one chapter is like almost like a volume's worth. But it's only like It's less than 400 chapters. It's not long. I've gotten through the majority of it in like a month. It's very good. It's very good. I'm not going to talk about it on this stream, though, because a lot of bad things happen in it. It is very dark and adult, so you gotta be a little more mature to read that type of stuff. Guts or Kuma? Guts. the world's like no. You can't even compare. You can't even compare the things they both went through. You literally can't. Guts and Kuma, of all people. Whatever. But, okay, we're talking about One Piece, though. We're talking about Loki. Loki's still cool, even though he broke his hammer. Ah, my hammer! And then this thing, it's not being very cool. It is being very, like, silly, like, movement, the way it's moving around and stuff. It's got, like, the hammer itself has some personality to it. What in the... It's a chipmunk? Excuse me? Is a chipmunk the whole time? Is that Rat-a-Task-core? Is Ragnar Rat-a-Task-core this whole time? It's got like a little whelp to it. So it did get hurt from that. Interesting. I mean, the hammer took probably a chipmunk fruit. It probably wasn't a chipmunk that took a hammer fruit. At least, okay. Begone! How are we supposed to end this? Well, that's something for sure. That's not what I thought I was gonna. That's not what I thought I was gonna see when I went down. You see, you don't get panels like this in Berserk. I'll say that. You don't get stuff like this. You know, very different things. Very different things. How are we supposed to end this? Well, honestly, I've never fought one who has conquerors too. You've never fought one. You've never fought a. Wait, what? So you're saying that Summers definitely doesn't have conquerors hockey? Ooh, that brings him down even more than he already was. Have we seen Garling use Conqueror's hockey? I don't know. Unless, like, Scopper and Garling never fought. I'm sure Garling has. If Garling doesn't have Conqueror's hockey, then, ooh, that's bad. I'm sure Garling does, and I'm sure Shamrock does. At least those two. But we'll see. Soldiers, stop Harald. We can't allow him to get his hands on that devil fruit. Now, you change your mind on things, and you say that Loki's the problem. You say Loki's the problem later. Are you still in your right mind now, but later the sword makes you forget things? We'll see. Whoop. You see, everyone is just like, you see? If this were Berserk, this guy would have half of his face cleaved off. He wouldn't just have like a little bit of blood on his forehead, you know, with white eyes, you know. There's no white eyes in Berserk. No, if you get slashed, your eyeball is probably like out of your socket. But they're trying hard. He's got a lot of stab wounds in him. Boy, howdy, these guards are trying their best, though. Does this guy have his arm ripped off? His hand ripped off? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. What? Oh, does that count? Oh, so him doing that was him saying that he was worthy. Him giving the chipmunk. So that was the end of the fight. All right. So he was like, fine. I guess you're worthy because you gave me a little bonk on the noggin. Does he? I mean, like, in this mode, probably. Like, you know, Domi revert. He's not reversed, but, you know, a possessed immortal one, maybe. Whitebeard, Prime Whitebeard versus Harald on his own, could be a good. I mean, it would be a good fight. I think it would be a good fight. We know that Whitebeard can't stand against like a Domi Reversing person because he got knocked out real quick by rocks. So, and you know, if rocks and I don't know, I think they're all pretty comparable. Like, I don't know. I'd like to say, oh, it would be a good fight, at least. But, like, in One Piece nowadays, we don't have those. Like, we really do have just a bunch of one-shots of just, like, clashes, and then someone loses a clash, and then that's the end of the fight. Because that's just what One Piece is nowadays, because Oda doesn't want to make complex fight scenes anymore. So, you know, the Cope in me would be like, oh, well, it would be a good fight. But, like, and honestly, if Oda did draw that, it would be 2 panels of some clashing, and then we would cut all the way to Mary Joie for like 2 pages. Then we cut back, and then Whitebeard would just be like, and we'd be like, he took out the whole crew off screen, and that's that's what would actually happen nowadays. So yeah, no, you're right. You're probably right then. Harald gave Rocks a beating? I don't remember them giving each other a beating. I don't remember that. I don't. Yeah, I know. That's just the state of One Piece right now, which, you know, the code would be like, oh, I'm hoping for good fights, you know, in the next arc, or like at least coming up. I'm hoping that coming up, 2026, you know, we get Luffy back. We get to see Luffy do cool things. Right now, we got to see what this chipmunk's up to. Because the chipmunk let him open it. The fruit, that does not look like the gum fruit. And he ate it, so it's not the gum fruit. It looks like he's his own, though. Because he's growing claws. He's roaring. What is he going to roar into? Is it going to be a dog? Is it going to be like something that we've already seen? Because we saw Fenrir from like the Nightmare stuff. So someone like drew Fenrir already. And also Yamato's a dog. We already got a dog from Yamato. We got a couple of dog fruits already. What else could it be? What is he like? I don't know. I just want to see. Okay, we don't know. Oh no, it's Charlie from Smiling Friends. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me that ain't you know, Charlie from Smiling Friends right there. He's like, oh, hey guys, and then he has the cap. That's what he turned into. We found out Loki's fruit, and it's Charlie from Smiling Friends. Oh, there we go. That is good. What is going on, though? Hopefully it's not just another chipmunk. That would be very silly if he just turned into another chipmunk. But Ragnar seems happy. That's good. That's interesting. Like, this is a character now. Like, we know that, like, this guy's gonna be around during the final fight with Emu. Like, already, like, think about that in your head, that this little chipmunk squirrel guy is going to be around, is probably going to injure Emu at some point in time. Oh, he's big. Oh, you know what? Harald looks really cool with the dual wielding right there. Did you eat it, Loki? Show me its legendary power. What just happened there? Did he just like run into a wall? And then he's regenerating. Oh, it's just going so fast. Oh, that's really cool. He's getting mollywopped right now. Oh, is it a horse? Is that a horse? Almost looks like a horse from here. I thought he was growing claws. That doesn't make sense. And then he transformed back, and he's got Ragnar with him. He's doing a big... I knew it, Loki. You have the blood of a conqueror flowing inside you. Hey, if you've come back to your senses, then it won't last. Don't drop your guard. Look around. I'm beyond redemption anyways. This is the first conversation we've ever had with Loki and Harald, by the way, as like adults. Don't forget that. This looks a lot like Brian, yeah. That's very cool. This is neat. This is neat. They're oh, we might not see it. We might not see it fully until later. You were being controlled, weren't you? Not quite. It's more like that thing is influencing my thoughts. I started to consider myself a god. You have what it takes to lead Elbaf well. Try to get along more with your brother, though. You're the worst. You know that. They're just chilling now. They're like, we're taking a breather for right now. Having your own son take your own life? What kind of a father does that? One last thing. I almost forgot. I wanted to thank you about Ida. What are you... Burning down Alcohol Village didn't make her better, but I was touched by how much you loved her. And his brand over here is... Hurry. It's taking me over again. I'll never forgive you for making me do all the dirty work here. I love you too. Aww. Aww. And he's... look at that. Someone who's not a D is smiling when they die. Because the whole D smile when they die thing, people just were like, oh, that's canon. That was said somewhere. I'm sure someone said that at some point in time, even though it's never said in the manga ever. But people were just like, yeah, that's just how it works. All people with D in their name die with a smile, and then it's just like, no, it's just like anyone does that. Any cool guy does that. And then, boom, we get a big old lightning strike hitting up. Oh, right, because it is lightning-based. Lightning-based? Ineru? Oh, okay, that's good. I can actually save this one. I haven't been saving no panels recently. Here we go. That one goes for the collage. So Loki smashes him, and it looks like he's actually just shattering from that. Bro, okay, that's pretty cool. And don't forget, that's a chipmunk. That's a chipmunk. Loki, my dear son, the only thing that really matters is securing Elbaf's future. And that is the end of the chapter. There we go. Oh, you know what? That was a good fitting. This is a good panel. This is a good panel. We haven't gotten a good panel like this in a while. This is a more fitting end to Harald. Harald is getting a better fitting end than Rox is. You know, Loki, haha. Boom, 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 boom. But at the end of things, he's just like, hey, it's all about Elbaf. It's all about securing the future, which is what One Piece is all about. It's what One Piece has always been about, is about, getting ready for the next newer generation. It's all about just preparing the generation after you. That's what, Shanks and Garp and all of that has always been all about. So, keeping up with the themes of One Piece. About securing a better future for the next generation. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. I guess he wasn't regenerating after that. Don't know why. There's not a lot of Conqueror's Hockey slashing or nothing from that. What is he though? Because he looks like, that's just nothing. That's just a silhouette of nothing. So yeah, we'll see One Piece. I'm not caught up to it. I've only watched some clips of Egghead, but I need to finish it. Ever since I made my video about the Elders, I haven't actually watched any of the Elder stuff because I know what happened. I know what happens. I have my opinions on the Elders already. Maybe my opinions will change once I watch all of it, but it'll be nicer. We'll see. But it's good to know that it's not the gum fruit. Loki ate the fruit. Loki has the fruit, and he ate it, and it's not the gum fruit. And it is his own. We know all of these things for sure. Now, did anyone... I mean, like, all of us were like, okay, this is probably a hammer that ate a fruit. I think all of us kind of figured that out. Or, like, had that theorized. I don't think anyone was like, oh, it's Ratataskor. That's the fruit. That is such a weird little... yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I like that. I like that. That's a rodent. That is a silly little rodent destroying Harald right here. Fenrir, yeah. But the main thing is that we've seen Fenrir already, like in the dreams. So we've already seen like a big wolf. We've seen Saul take out a big wolf, which maybe. I mean, like it could still be Fenrir though. Fenrir, know me. That doesn't sound good. It's got to have a catchy name to it. No, I think it's more like I feel like just with the weapon thing that because that's just how weapons have been. How it's that's like the weird kooky thing. This is like a funny joke that Oda thought was funny that like, oh, what if I made it to where the item ate the animal fruit? That's just been kind of a reoccurring thing ever since Alabasta, so that's kind of what we're assuming right now. It could be. Could have a hammer fruit, but it is interesting though. Because no, it makes more sense because like that's how zones are. Because it's transforming like a zone, and if it was a hammer fruit, it wouldn't be a zone. So it still has to be like the animal is the fruit. So it does look like Charlie. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what Oda was going for with that, but also in this shot where he's transforming back, like this right here looks like a horse. Of course, like you can see claws. Wait a second. No. I'm dumb. I thought that looked more. I thought that was like his hoof or something. So that was him like, doing that. But I think that's the hammer and that's his arm. Okay. So now that I'm looking at like that's yeah, well, that don't look good, but but if I think that like, okay, that's just the hammer, so that's the end of his arm, then that looks more like a dog. That can be more like a doggy. Though it's so slender, though, too. It could be another dog fruit. I mean, we got Yamato with the dog fruit. I know people are like, well, we don't want more of that. I don't want more of that, sir. You still think that her fruit would be more important at this point? I don't know. It's just a cool fruit. Starting into a nice doggy. Remember Yamato? Someday I'm going to have to read a chapter with Yamato in it. Actually in the story. I'm going to have to read her dumb lines. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm thinking about... I might eventually do an arc tier list. Well, since I know that next week is New Year's, so probably not on New Year's Eve. Eve? No, New Year's Day. That's New Year's Day. So that'll be the first of the year. I'm thinking about I've always had an idea of like doing like a chapter like tier list for like the whole year. Just like do like a big recap of every chapter. It just takes so much time to grab all of the things for all of them, grab all the pictures and like put in like the tier list maker. That's the part I'm just like, that's too long for me to do. I don't know. Actually, I would have to do like actual research and remember all of the chapters that came out if I did that. But I know that next week, I don't know if we have a chapter next week or not. It is very complicated, you know. It is very complicated on whether or not an actual chapter comes out next week or not. No break for next chapter. We're still officially on a magazine break. So maybe not. Maybe we do have another chapter next week. So, I mean, if we have another chapter next week, then it is what it is. But next break I'm on, I might do like an arc thing. I don't think the Elbaph can be that far from me, just because I would have to see what Luffy's up to. I need to see more from Luffy before I can make assumptions about how good arcs are. Because that's always important to me. Is like what is Luffy's arc for this? What is he up to? What is he doing? How is Luffy making me feel? And Luffy hasn't really made me feel much this entire arc because he hasn't had the opportunity, because it's just been like upstairs stuff and then this big flashback. So that's been like I don't know if it's the majority of the arc by now. It might be at this point though. No. The first half of Elbaph is still technically longer than I think this entire flashback. But it's close. I don't think they already have 1171. I don't think that's true. I really doubt that's the truth. I don't know. If it shows up on my Discord thing, then I'll read it. If TCB makes something out of it, then I'll read it. But I'm not gonna go for any worse scans for sure. Not gonna do that. But next time I might think about doing like a chapter tier list, and I want to do an arc tier list too. There's a couple of tier lists for One Piece I want to make. There's a lot of videos I want to make on One Piece and other things. I have a lot of gaming videos I need to finish that are very old that I would like to get done with, and then there's a lot of other stuff that I don't want to do that aren't related to those two things that I do want to do, but I have to have the energy to do them, which I don't have a lot because I'm an old man. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next year, how I'm feeling on all this. But the plan right now, at least for these streams, is to keep doing these One Piece streams, at least throughout all of Elbaph. And then we'll see what happens after that. But right now, I'm enjoying all this. But, you know, having the time and energy to actually edit real videos, that's another thing right there. But I have at least one that I'm going to have, because last year I did my best of. I did my stuff I liked in 2024 thing. That's a good video. You should go watch it if you haven't. Where I just talk about the things I liked last year. And I'm going to be making another one soon, talking about the things that I enjoyed this year. What did I enjoy this year? I don't know. Not a lot. I didn't do much this year. There's not a lot of crazy things. So, I'll see. We'll see what's on my list. I have a bunch of funny little things on my list. But I gotta make that list. I gotta make it, and then I have to think about what I'm gonna say on it. But that'll be a good video. I haven't made like a funny video. I haven't made a video like that in a little bit. I haven't made a video since the Drawful videos, I guess. I haven't recorded a video in a while. So I gotta practice more. But I also have some very big things coming out next year on Sundays, which I've been putting a lot of time and effort into, that people will be seeing soon. People will be seeing soon, indeed, but we'll see. I kind of want to still do some sort of One Piece stream next week, regardless of whether or not it's a chapter reaction or if it's something else. So I might cook something up. I don't know if people click on those things or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Or maybe I don't know. I'll stream it. I'm not sure if I would like stream it and then edit it to shorten it up, or just record it. I haven't decided yet, but for that, I think I'm going to go good chapter, fun chapter. Goodbye, Harald. Harald, explode. We will see, hopefully we see Luffy next coming. I was hoping we'd see Luffy by the end of the year. We did not. Lola watch. Oh no. Ooh, ugh. Lola watch. Not looking good. Not looking good, guys. I don't think Lola is important to Loki at all anymore. But we'll probably see Luffy again. We might figure out who Mocha is soon too. But yes, all that and whatnot. But thank you for being here. Goodbye. I'm out. I'm outie.